Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 17 of Europa Universalis IV as Vijayanagar, and we're currently at war with Orissa. It did bring Jainpur into the war, and they have some troops around. At the moment they're not being too much of a pest. They're being slightly more than I would normally care for them to be. Let's go and move. We're in jungle here, so we are slightly safe from attack, even though we are taking attrition. I think we'll just sit here for the time being. As soon as we can actually get some of these sieges done and put ourselves in a better position, let's go ahead and move this 2-stack over here. We can go ahead and grab this province. Should be relatively easy. So we've actually got quite a lot of troops when you put together all of our vassals and Malwa's troops and the stack that I have. Now, Jainpur has a 3-stack down there. I'm not particularly stressing about those. They've actually backed off, which will make it a lot easier for me to grab that province. The only one we're not really going to be able to grab is Chittagong over here, unless we want to get our boats out, which is a little bit risky. Now, Malwa's starting to get sieged out. That's a potential problem because we don't want Malwa to peace out. What we could also do is ask for open borders with Bengal, which I might actually consider doing. And then we could go and get that last piece of land there. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to Bengal. Let's ask them for military access. They will gladly grant that. So what I will do is split those guys in half and just send one through, and we'll siege both of those out. I don't think they've got a fort over here. Could be wrong. Doesn't look like they have. Yeah, got no fort. So we should be able to get a full siege on Orissa. No, we don't want to be going in there. So they've actually got some troops in there. That's fine. So we will have to send up a force. And then we'll have to go and deal with Jainpur's troops. But that's not too bad. Okay, let's move you guys out into slightly safer territory. Now then, can I get you guys to attach to me? If I ask you to attach, will you attach? Looks like they're just marching straight through anyway, but that should be okay. So we're going to sit over here in this territory. We are going to go and help Malwa with those sieges, but we need our own sieges to complete first. Yeah, we're going to have full occupancy against these guys. Now then, we've got potential rebel uprising. Ceylonese separatists. They're probably going to pop over here somewhere. But that is fine. So we've engaged over here. And we've also got this province. So let me just go and move these guys up into the jungle. I want to try and have an army close by so that I can deal with any of these guys. Now, there we go. We've got a potential chance here to go and jump on these guys. They are in the jungle, which is a little bit unfortunate for us. But we do have the numbers here, potentially. Would be better if we had Malwa's troops, I have to be honest. Now, they're actually coming back. Let's actually go and turn off friendlies attached because we don't need it. Malwa are heading back in this direction. So I'm going to wait until they get a little bit closer. And then hopefully, in fact, we can come back from here now as well. And then hopefully Malwa will be able to help us jump on one of these stacks. So we'll just wait till their army's sort of in a neighbouring province, or close to a neighbouring province, and then we'll jump in. And then we can go and start sieging out Jainpur. Now, there's nothing I can really take from Jainpur, but we can try and take money from them, or... I think they're our rival, are they not? Can't even remember now. Who are my rivals? Jainpur is my rival, so yeah, we could humiliate them if we can get enough war score. Okay, you guys are actually getting close enough to come in now. So I'm just going to go and throw these guys in and really hope that the AI doesn't stiff me and actually comes in and supports me in this battle. They should do. That's the plan. Now, we've gone in with our first stack that didn't actually have our leader. But our leader will arrive there. We're unfortunately going to hit that 2-stack, which is not what we want to do. Let's go in via this direction. So we're actually going to win that battle, and they're going to lose a lot of troops because of it. They're not even trying to reinforce, so they've just taken massive losses there. So there we go. That was a nice big win. And let's go and take the one with the leader and go and move you over there. Now you're an 11 stack. You're missing 2 guys, which is these 2. So this is the plan basically now. We've got 100% occupation of Orissa, and what we're going to do now is literally just go through and try and kick the snot out of Jampur. I don't know why I was taking such massive losses there. I mean, I know it's in the jungle, but they've hardly got any troops. So you guys might as well go and start sieging some of their provinces. So let's go ahead and group you guys up as well. What's that rebel uprising? There's still a couple of potential uprisings there. Now then, can you guys handle that on your own? I think you can. They don't look like they're trying to reinforce with that army, so I'm not going to get involved just yet. Yep, they've managed to do that. Okay, so we might be okay here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't detach one regiment. And we've got to go a long way round here, but we should be able to go and siege out these provinces in this direction. Of course, it does look like this is where all of their units are moving over, which could potentially be dangerous if they move all the way over here. Yeah, I think we'll just sort of leave this guy here for now. I was thinking about going over there and just quick sieging those 3 provinces, but if they've got a 6 or 7 stack over there, that's going to make life a little bit difficult. Malwa is actually now sieging out Jampur as well, so that's not too bad. Would be nice if we had another leader. How many leader slots do we have? We only have 1. We could definitely make our ruler into a leader. Let's go ahead and just we'll detach one of the cavalry, because the cavalry move more quickly, and we'll go and make our ruler into a leader. Now we want to make sure that Jampur's armies don't come down here and start trying to siege this stuff back, so we do have to be a little bit careful there. Let's go and make our ruler into a leader. He's got a lot of maneuver, but he does have 1 siege value, so that's not too bad. So let's get him over there. We are losing manpower again, which is, you know, is to be expected when you're sieging and you're taking losses in war. So let's group you together. What we could do, actually, is detach a small siege and then... No, in fact, what I'd prefer to do is leave behind 1 regiment to keep the siege going. And then just move in and just attack that 4 stack. Just try and clean up as many of their troops as possible. Meanwhile, where's Jampur's capital? Not too sure which one it is. Nepal's still not involved in this. We've actually got a call to arms from San against a lot of people that I'm not particularly bothered about, so we'll say yes, although we're not really going to be doing anything. So we should win that battle there, and indeed we did. Now Malwa do have an adjacent fort, I think. Let's just go and leave behind a couple of units, and we'll move the rest over here. So we should just be able to take that province back. We do need to end this war as quick as possible, because we don't want this rebel uprising to actually fire. Alright, there we go. Look, they've actually got a 9 stack moving down here. So we've got to keep our eye on that. So they might be coming down to try and siege some of this stuff back, which is likely. They're probably going to try and unsiege Orissa's capital, which wouldn't surprise me at all. We've got that province back, so let's move everyone back here. Yeah, they're trying to siege that back now, and they're actually in hills, which is not great for us. It'll take them quite some time, and we're already on 0% for this fort, so we'll wait until we've got this one, and then we'll go over there and try and help out. So let's just group everybody back together again. I would love to be able to piece Jampur out and get a humiliate on them. I mean, they are our rival. Having that extra power projection would certainly be useful for us. Let's just hope this siege goes well. We haven't actually got a wall breach at the moment. Yeah, they're starting to unsiege stuff down here, which is really not good for us. So, how is this siege actually going? Are we going to get a decent roll? Now, he's actually moving that stack in there, which as far as I'm concerned is fine. I'm going to go and probably break off just a single stack and move them. No, I can't even get there. We have open borders with you. Is it just because we can't get through all of this rubbish? We'll see if we can get around. We might be able to manage it. Now, if we can complete these 2 sieges, then I will go down there and give them a little bit of a kicking. That's kind of the plan. Defenders deserted. Not great. This one's about to tick again. What are we going to get from this one? The reason I want to keep this province sieged is because it stops them being able to build reinforcements. More trade efficiency and trade range. Very good. So I think we will just go up to speed 3 for a moment. We are involved in another war, which we do have to sort of keep our eye on. But that's kind of over here, so I'm not really involved in that. So let's keep it that way. But I want to try and get some guys over here to deal with this problem. So I have gone up to speed 3, yep. 49% on this fort. Just some of the estates modifiers going away. That is fine. We could take the trade range ideas. That would actually give us cavalry combat ability. Yeah, I think we'll take that. Increase our trade range and give us some cavalry combat ability. So now we've got 20% infantry combat ability and 20% cavalry combat ability. So that should help us out a little bit. Rebels over there. Don't need to worry about rebels. I don't think I'm going to need the access from these guys. Got that province back. Got that one. That was good, actually. That worked out quite well. So let's get you guys down there, and you're going to go and meet up with them. There is a stack coming down here, which I will have to deal with. It's only a 4 stack. Let's go and, as before, detach 1 unit, so we've got somebody there to look after them. And then you are going to go and get those guys. Now, you've got a 5 stack there. Wow, he's murking up hard. He's murking up very, very hard. So we won that fight. Let's move back down here. Because we do want to get this siege. Now, he's not going to be able to unsiege that, so we should be okay. So you guys group up. And we won another battle. And in fact, I'd like you guys to sort of move over in that direction for the time being. So we just need, if we get there before the end of the month, or get there before the siege tick, which we do, we might actually have time to grab it. Let's recall our diplomat. Are we going to grab it? No, disease outbreak. That was unfortunate. So we could go in and try and engage those guys. I think I'm willing to take that risk. They are only in farmlands. Are these guys going to break their siege to go and reinforce? I wouldn't have thought so. No, they're not. So we are going to win that battle there. So that's fine. So let's move back into this adjacent province. We really need this siege to hurry up. Malware are getting work done. That's fine. We still actually have positive manpower. I mean, we have taken some damage, but we do have positive manpower, which is good. But yeah, these guys are really murking up hard, which I don't mind, because it's going to be difficult for them to take back other provinces. Right, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's start moving in, and then we're going to hit that army hard again. Lose 675 sailors, makes no difference to me whatsoever. I'm really not sure why they added the sailor mechanic, if I'm perfectly honest. I've never been at a point where I've felt that I've needed sailors. It's not like manpower. You're always running out of manpower, but you sort of never really run out of sailors. It's... I don't know, maybe there are some methods of play that does lead to that happening. But I've not experienced any of that yet. Okay, so that's another battle we won. Still haven't completely gotten rid of their army, but let's go and siege some of their provinces. They do still have quite a few units around in various places. Not too sure where they're heading to. Of course, there's this army up here, which is the other war that we're kind of involved in, not involved in, that we need to sort of deal with. Now then, where are you guys actually going? You're going in here, are you? It looks like you've got insufficient support. You do seem to be very cavalry heavy. So maybe we can go ahead and do you some damage there. We've got our vassal coming in to help. Fantastic. Now you're not going to be able to siege that back. So the question is, what can we actually take from Jainpur? Let's have a look. So we want to sue for peace, and ideally what we'd like from you is, we'd love a humiliate, because that'd be fantastic. How much money do you have? 151, not great. Love a humiliate. We'd love war reparations, which you're not willing to give us. And we'd like you to break your alliance, probably with Sind. So the question is, can we get a 60% peace deal with Jainpur? Possibly. I don't like being in this other war, and as I'm going to try as much as possible to actually avoid getting involved in that. There's their capital. That's the one I should be taking. But let's go ahead and grab these other provinces while we can, while we're already over here. Orissa want to actually peace out with us, and I'd love to accept it, but as I've committed to this war, let's go ahead and try and actually get some decent stuff. So we'll come back this way. I mean, this province I'm not bothered about. I just don't want their armies to engage me. Jampur have got quite a big stack over there, actually. So we are going to have to... Oh, you've just taken attrition, which is not good. There is another army over there, which is a little bit worrying. Let's just move you back there. We have a revolt, which is a bit of a pain in the hoop. We are going to have to go and deal with that, unfortunately. Let's deal with one thing at a time, though. Okay, we've actually managed to get that now, so we can group you guys back together. You're going to go and move over here. Looks like that 20 stats, actually. Where are you going? Farmlands, grasslands, farmlands. There is no safe place. Let's bring you guys down here. And, do I want to give up that siege? I think I do. I think I want to chase the army down. I don't think I want to chase the army down via that. Oh, no, you're actually coming this way, are you? That's great, then. So, let us start moving this way with this army. Are you going to engage? You are going to engage me there. No, don't. No. Don't go through there. Do not go through there. I'm paused. Do not go through there. There we go. I know this is the long way round. Wow, you can't actually get in there like that. Can we get out of there? No. So get into here. And then there. Wow, that's a really long way of getting there. Are Malwa anywhere to be seen? Are they going to come and help me here? Malwa's army's miles away. The rolls at the moment are looking pretty even. We just rolled an 8 there to a 0. My army is close by. Malwa's army is close by. Malwa didn't manage to engage, but I think they are committed. Malwa is still going in. I'm going to go in with Malwa to help. So that's caused a little bit of problem as far as attrition goes. But their army's just taken another beating. So let's move into Jaipur. We'll actually try and take that. We still... Oh, right. Okay. So the separatists are currently in Malwa. That's fine. That's one of the other wars of peaced out. So if we actually move these guys over here, they can go and unsiege that. And then we don't really have to worry about the separatists. We should be fine. Yep. Orissa still want to peace out. That is fine. Let's see if we can take their capital. I'll keep checking, actually. They might be willing to go for it at some point. We have 49%. They're at minus 33. If we can take their capital, then that's pretty much job done. Yep, we've got that province back. You're going to take out my rebels, so that's fine. Don't have to deal with any of that rubbish. As I say, there's a lot of troops coming around, but these troops aren't really part of this war. This is a different war that's going on. So I'm not too bothered about that. So I'm just trying to keep out of the way and just get some sieges on Jaipur. So we just need this siege to go nice and smoothly for us more than anything. We could probably go... Did Malwa get beaten by rebels? Well, I'm not going to defeat the rebels for them. As far as I'm concerned... Malwa can deal with them. If Malwa start to fall apart because of my rebels, that's fine. So, we're just waiting here. These guys might take that province back. I don't think they will. If we can take their capital, we've got a wall breach and we're already on 21%. So, we might be able to go in and take those guys out. We're out of that other war now, which is fantastic. So we don't have to worry too much about the extra war exhaustion and all of the other rubbish. We've still got a lot of potential rebellions that might fire. So, assuming that we can grab their capital before they can retake that province, which I'm sure is possible. Although you never know sometimes with the way the AI works. You still love us to pieces, that is fine. Now then, this is saying we can take a military idea. We are still... No, we're not behind time. Ship durability isn't all that useful. We do need to finish quality ideas, though, because, of course, we want to get the 5% discipline. And also, having the reduced ability cost modifier is always a nice thing. They're on 0%. We're on 42% chance. Supply shortage, that is terrible. Now they're on a 20. You watch them take that back before I take their capital. Obviously, the capital is worth more, though, so we definitely need to stay here and siege that. Malwa have regrouped as well. I don't know where those rebels gone. Maybe they actually went down here. Yeah, Kathiawar separatists. So now Sind are having to deal with our rebels. At least they're not causing too much of a problem for me. And luckily, Jainpur didn't manage to take that fort back either. So if we can grab their capital, then that actually might be enough war score right there. Ah, defenders desert. Come on. It's just giving us terrible roll after terrible roll. You watch it give good rolls to Jainpur, and they will get it on this tick. Oh no, well, they're at 42. They're catching us up. There was a point where they were never going to get us. Now we've got a disease outbreak. So this is not looking good at all. I'm going to take this army down here, as battered as it is. I'm going to sort of move them over here just so that they can reinforce. If Jainpur's army manages to take back that fort, which they just have done, if they come over here and try and attack my main forces, I want to have an army nearby that can actually reinforce and defend. Again, I'm not bothered about the separatists. As long as they're not in my land, I'm just going to leave them to it. Right, now then, Malwa have actually managed to win their siege, and I think Malwa are actually going to go and engage them. Still haven't managed to take their capital yet. Let's go in with Malwa and help them with this fight. Malwa actually just missed them. They didn't quite catch them. We've won the siege of Jainpur. Fantastic. So, let us go and see if we can get peace. They are willing. Would they also be willing to break their alliance with Orissa? No. Minus 21 for that. Well, we can keep the war going a little bit longer. There's definitely a possibility that we can get something here. Let's go in and help with that battle. Let's go and start sieging another fort then. Because don't forget, you still actually get... you still get a bonus from occupied and besieged lands, so it might be enough. Oh, the rebels are back down in my land now, are they? Fantastic. We are definitely going to have to go and deal with them at some point. Okay, now are you willing to take that piece off? No. Negative 18%. I don't really need them to peace out with Orissa, but it would be nice if they did. Let's go and just siege out some of these other provinces real quick. But I think we'll finish up in the next video, actually, because we've gone way over time. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV as Vijayanagar, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.